All right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? All right, bro. Yeah, I talk to you. Woo! Another day, another day. All right, so my pops hit me up, was like, "Yo, when you get on these lives, I want you first tell everybody, welcome back, welcome back. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all of you who made this a possibility of me being able to do this live. Ultimately, the reason why I'm saying that is because obviously you're watching. So if you're watching, I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do more, right? So before I continue, let me send this out to some people. Some people. Ooh, the other day we had some good numbers. I think it was like 77. But yeah, let's see if we can send some more stuff out. Get some people to come and join the brothers, right? Because YouTube ain't doing me a favor by sending you guys the videos, letting you know I'm live. Everybody usually finds out I'm live later on because, as you know, when somebody's live, the button that you have to be live, what ends up happening is, your channel logo lights up, and since it's lit up, it allows people to know that you're live. But I'd prefer YouTube to just send a video to people and let them know I'm live currently. You know what I'm saying? But since YouTube don't want to do that thing, I gotta obviously do my due diligence to see what I can do as far as like being able to show you guys that I'm live, right? I mean, that's the least I could do. All right. So what I'm about to do right now is I'm going to the. Ooh. I always forget. I keep leaving myself on KTV when I'm supposed to be on acoustics. A KTV gives you the echo, acoustics doesn't. So my apologies. My apologies. Come on, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. Let's get this started. Let me go to the live right now. See myself on it. See myself. I got a lot for you guys. I got a lot for you guys. Man, this is crazy. Bernie Sanders live emergency address to Trump's abuse of power. That is messed up. Hey, guys, did you know the SNAP benefits, it was cut because the government shut down. In order for the government shutdown to happen, it's the what is it, the Congress or something like that. They're the ones who make the decisions if the budget is going to handle it or not. If they can't agree, you have government shutdown. The president has nothing to do with that. The president has nothing to do with that. He can tell his constituents like, yo, fight for this bill, yada yada. That's it. That's all he can say. At the end of the day, it's the Democrats and the Republicans who are voting on these bills that have a say. It's not the president. But it is what it is, right? And also, a lot of people don't understand with the whole SNAP benefit, the president can't release the emergency fund for the SNAP benefit because what has to happen is first it has to be okayed by Congress and then he okays it. Right? So in the bill, especially with these judges releasing this information saying that they want him to release the SNAP, in there's a thing that says if there's an emergency, and if there's an emergency, Congress still has to okay it, and then the president confirms it, and then you have yourself the relief, right? And with all that said, like, he still has nothing to do with it. But I guess if you don't know the facts, you can't really say much because you thinking like, oh, because he's president, he's in charge, he's the one that's causing all this issue. No, it's these people who are in office, who are appointed, who are causing these issues. That's causing these issues. It has nothing to do with them. Come on, guys. But anyways, and you can look it up also. It's called the SNAP Emergency Relief Fund, I think it's called. Right? That has to be okayed by Congress, which happens to be Bernie Sanders and these Democrats and Republicans also to okay it. But they already have the snap as part of the bill. So them releasing funds means that they would have to even, I don't know how it worked, because they're releasing funds and in the bill they have funds, so that's like getting double the funds for snap, in other words. But hey, the facts are there. Go check it out. It is what it is. So hold on, let me get myself situated and I'll give you guys some more. But yeah, I just want to say that because it's when people don't know facts, it's hard for them to understand exactly what's going on. Exactly what's going on. And then people will play with your emotions because they know you don't understand the laws and the rules. So guess what? They're going to tell you stuff to make you think that it's certain parties, but it is what it is. Hold on one second. Let me get out of here. What time is it? Oh man, it's 12:45. Time be flying. Time be flying. Okay, so let me go to the live. Bam. All right. All right, so I'm gonna share. Go to Facebook. All right. Let me see. Check out the live. And posts. Bam. All right. Now let's share with group. I got a lot going on for you guys today. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. All right, what's today? Today is 04. Is it the 4th? I think it is the 4th. See, Saturday was the 2nd, Sunday. Yesterday was Monday, so that was the 3rd, and then today's the 4th. Yeah, today's the 4th. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, yesterday I had some car troubles and some stuff going on, so family issues, so I had to take care of, and I just couldn't afford to just do the live, so I threw you guys some videos and called it a day. It was mostly update and let you guys know what's going on with the printer and stuff. So I'm in the screen printing machine. Alright, live now. Almost there. Almost there. Bam. All right, send it to my friend. All right, all right, all right, all right. So, hello and welcome, everyone. This is a special moment. This is not my very first time, but it's time to go live. All right, and I couldn't be more excited um to share this time with you. Whether you stumbled on the channel by chance, or you've been waiting to hear from me. You know what? Let me give you guys an applause. Right? I'm truly grateful you're here. You're here. My name is Whiskey Pierre Lewis. Right, that's an actual name. Whiskey, W-I-S-K-Y. It's actually Irish. It means spiritual water. But you don't need to know that, right? It's Whiskey News and Levite Apparel. So let's get things going, all right? So, I want to hear about your thoughts. I want conversation going on. Go to the chat and let me know, right? Let me know what you want. I'm here for you, and we're gonna do this together. So we're about to start soon, and I want to tell you thank you for being here, and I'm gonna make sure, do my best, my due diligence to give you the best I can. All right? Okay, all right. Hey guys, my dad wrote that, so just in case he shows up, I want to be like, yeah, Dad, I said it. All right, cool. So thanks, Pops. I appreciate you. All right. So let's see. Oh yeah, I got one more person I gotta send this to. One more person, cause hey, like I said, YouTube's not advertising me like they're supposed to. So I gotta make sure I do that myself. So yeah. Let's see. Let's send some more. Come on. You know, one thing we're not doing as people who have a platform, we're not advertising ourselves to friends and family like we should be. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, even if they come by and just see you and say hi, it it's still a good step. It's still a good step. You know what I mean? Um so all right. I think I got enough. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. Let's get started. Everything, so right here, right? Can you see it? Right here. That's my laptop. I mean my what do you call it? My screen, right? Next to it, like right there is my laptop. So everything is literally right here below that line, right? That line that you see, that you can't see my hands, that's like a little bit above my pinky. Below that line is where I have everything. My microphone, right? This is my full microphone. So yeah, but let me let you see me a little bit more. Bam, bam. All right, that was my window shades. I have to close it so you can see a brother. Can you see me? Can you see me? Ooh wee. All right. Okay, so my gosh, it's almost 1 o'clock already. I got a lot to talk about, but not enough time. So it is what it is. All right. So let's get started. Let's get started. All right. So what are we going to talk about first? What are we going to talk about first? What are we going to talk about first? Let's get it going. What are we going to be talking about first? All right. I'd like to say thank you all for being here again. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you. I hope you like what I'm about to show you. If not, leave some comments. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want to see. Right? So currently, I have a whole slew of things. I got like 20 topics, links, all that stuff that I want to talk about. But I might be able to talk about maybe 2 or 3. I don't know. It depends. So either way, appreciate you. All right. Got my favorite color on right now. This is navy blue. It's my favorite color. All right. So first, what do I want to talk about? You know what? Let's talk about air traffic controllers. Currently, in case you guys didn't know, about 1,300 air traffic controllers are not being paid. Sad. No, my bad. 13K. 13,000. And these people are important. So let's go into it right now. Let's click on that link and let's see what's happening, and then we're going to talk about the government shutdown. If we can get to it, maybe a little bit snap, who knows. But earlier I was telling you guys that all right, you guys ready? Let's transition.
The government shutdown.
That shutdown is about to enter a second month, and Secretary Sean Duffy says the controller shortages and resulting delays and cancellations will get worse as the days go on.
The only people who can reopen the government, members of Congress, are off the radar this weekend. We begin our coverage of the fallout from the shutdown with Nicole Valdez at the Nashville airport. Nicole.
Maurice, at least 11 airports are seeing some sort of ground delay, making this a tough night to fly. Frustration is mounting at Nashville's International Airport today, where some passengers dealt with nearly 2-hour delays. Like Elizabeth Payne, who realized she was going nowhere fast after one flight and then another was delayed.
Just really a pain, and we'll probably stay here instead for the weekends.
The FAA.
Speaking of pain, like these pixelized images are making me tired, bro. Like this is a pain. But anyways, I noticed that it is getting better. It is getting better. My friend told me like, yo, listen, you need to go and remove on your router anything that's not needed, that's just taking up space. But who knows? Who knows? We working on it. We working on it. But it is what it is.
Blames a shortage of air traffic controllers as the shutdown reaches 31 days. Roughly 13,000 air traffic controllers missed their first full paycheck on Tuesday. In Boston, delays were over 2 hours. At New York's Kennedy Airport, nearly 3 hours.
Now, that New York one, I think that's a regular time. I think it's always been down like that many times. Like, I don't know. New York is always having problems. As far as I know, it's always like being overbooked. There's always a lot of cancellations. So I don't know. That New York one, I think is more accurate currently and, you know, beyond. But it is what it is.
And at Newark International Airport, it was more than an hour.
The added stress, the added strife and angst of not having a paycheck. How are we going to pay our mortgage or our rent and put food on the table for our families? You know, these are things that is a whole added layer of additional stress to what they already deal with.
In Orlando last night, the FAA warned that the airport was close to turning away arriving flights altogether due to staffing issues. They found replacements, but delays lingered well into the night, with some travelers delayed over 4 hours.
It's not just affecting those employees, it's affecting us too, and it's a huge chain reaction.
And with more controllers calling out sick, Transportation Secretary...
Whoa, the fuzzy's gone. Woo! Hey guys, you're gonna keep hearing it from me, alright? When the fuzzy's gone, I'm talking about the pixelation images are gone. It's back to normal images. Whew, I am excited. Let's go.
Sean Duffy warned Thursday travel during the holidays could get even worse.
Our traffic will be snarled, right? It'll be a disaster in aviation.
Now, the Air Traffic Controllers Union says it discourages any kind of coordinated sick-out, saying not only is it illegal, but it could result in job loss.
Good evening, I'm John Dickerson.
I'm Maurice Dubois.
All right.
If a broom is an air travel option for you this Halloween, consider yourself fortunate.
Thousands of flights on airplanes were delayed today, and the Transportation Secretary blamed a shortage of air traffic controllers caused by the government shutdown.
That shutdown is about to enter a second month, and Secretary Sean Duffy says the controller shortages and result...
We already seen it. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's go back to me. Let's pan off to me. All right, guys. So now you got the news. Whew, that's a lot of time of not being paid, man. Like, I hope these people have like backups, and I hope they get some kind of fund being sent to them, whether it be that donation that the military got or something from a special friend. Who knows? But at the end of the day, a lot of people are going through it. And hopefully things get better for them. And again, it's sad. But like, subscribe, leave a apparel. We got more coming for you. I'm on top of this. I'm trying to find out what's happening so you guys can be in tune, right? Or you could check the news. It is what it is. Check the links in the description. Go to the channels that's giving these news and get more up-to-date info. They're the ones that's pushing things out there, and they're on it day to day. I think we're on week 35 or something like that. Is it week 35? Day 35 or something like that? Yeah, day 35. As far as I know, it's been a long time. It's been like more than a month, going to 2 months, because it happened in October. Now we're in November, so it's too much. Yeah. So yeah. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. How you doing? How you doing? How are you doing on this day? It's a tough time right now. Tough time. All right. Ooh, this one's good. Crown Royale. Crown Royale.
Now, the plant in nearby.
Hold on. Alright, give me a quick second. About to start it. Alright. So, what's happening, right? With Crown Royale, what ended up happening is the plant that was actually in Canada. It was in Canada. Imagine you're working. You got yourself a job. You're happy. You go home. You come back the next day to work, and you're going into a meeting. Right? So, hey, it is what it is. We're going to have a meeting. You go into the meeting, and just to find out that you got no more job. And that's what happened to these people at Crown Royale, better known as Diageo. Is it Diageo? But anyways, you're going to find out. So, yeah, so Crown Royale is a whiskey. That's me. That's fine. My name is Whiskey, so it is what it is. But I wanted to cover this because this is like, it's horrible. They just up and left. And they just up and left. Let's see what happened.
By Amherstburg that bottles Crown Royal, an iconic Canadian.
Give me a quick second. I gotta pin off to it. Bam. There we go. All right. So let's segue and then see what happened. Bam. There we go. Let's get it ready. Let's play.
In whiskey with a storied history is closing and shifting work to.
Yo, these images are always fuzzy. Oh. All right, let's get through it.
South of the border.
Shock and sadness in Amherstburg. The Crown Royal bottling facility is.
There it is right there. Crown Royale.
Closing.
So this is what I think about Crown Royal. That's what they could do. But I think.
So, hold up. I got to pin over to me a second. Give me a minute. Yo, so you see what he's doing right there, right? You see what he's doing. Bam. So he came on, right? And he started doing that. He was calling Crown Royale's bluff. You are stapled in the country. You've always been here. There's no way you're going anywhere. I call you bluff. This is before they decided to leave. He said to Crown Royale, you ain't going nowhere, homie. He's dumping the Crown Royale like, you ain't going nowhere. I call you bluff. They said, really? Oh, you don't think we can do it? Now, this is sad because a lot of people end up losing their job. He could have done something like maybe make things a little bit favorable for them as far as like them doing business, right? Now, this is the issue with Crown Royale. if you literally, if you Google their main customers, it's the U.S. It's the U.S., dude. Their main customers are in the U.S. And now here's Trump like, yo, with the tariffs and stuff, they're like, so if I go over there, I'm cutting costs? And I already have factory over there? Let me go there. Let me go there. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened.
Everyone else should do the same thing.
He's annoyed over parent company Diageo's decision to move a bottling plant to the United States.
An iconic Canadian brand just walked out the door, and the country still can't believe it. Crown Royal, the whiskey that once stood as a symbol of Canadian pride, is now shifting its production across the border to the United States, leaving an entire community jobless and a nation stunned. And instead of fixing the economic environment that drove the company away, Doug Ford is smashing bottles on camera while the government throws...
What did I tell you? This is it. If this is my product and I see you doing that, like, I'm giving you a chance, like, hey, come up with something. And this is the insult that you throw at me? Yo, the company's obviously going to make moves to say, hey, I can play a game too, right? It's unfortunate that the people had to witness and go through that when all he had to do, because he's a government official in this country. He could have been like, you know what? Let's come to the table. Let's talk real quick. So you want to leave? You want to leave? What? Is it Trump? Is it Trump? He's the reason why you're leaving? Let's talk. Let's talk. Listen, what does he have that we don't have? All the customers are over there. Well, tell you what. Let's lower that price for you of being here. How about that? We'll give you incentives. Come on. We have a lot of people working with you, and we want to keep you. Can we work something out? But you never know. You never know. He was calling their bluff. They were calling his bluff. And at the end of the day, this is what happens.
Public tantrums, as if outrage could replace solutions.
Big changes in the Canadian business world. First, businesses.
Wait, is the... Oh, yo, you know how I feel when the pixels are out. The fuzzy's gone. The fuzzy's gone. Let's go.
Sending small packages to the U.S. will have to pay duties starting today. And a major booze bottling plant is shutting down in Amherstburg.
The shock began in Amherstburg, a town that had built its identity around the Crown Royal bottling plant for nearly a century. This wasn't just another work...
Wait, a century? Hold on. I got... Should I? Nah. I'll hold it. You have a company that's been there for a century. A century. That's 100 years. That's 100 years. Remove that H. That's my name. Whiskey. But anyways, back to business. A century? Listen, they are more than a staple if they've been there for a century, striving, making money, growing, employing basically the whole town. A lot of the Canadians were working there. The majority of Canadians were working there. They were based over there. And when I say majority, I'm not talking about like everybody. I'm talking about, you know, within that town that they're in, I presume it's predominantly that whole town that's there, working there, right? So come on now. You can't cut a deal with them? That's messed up. No wonder they left.
Place on the map. It was the engine that paid mortgages, raised families, and created generations of stability. Then, almost overnight, the announcement dropped. The plant was shutting.
Hold up. I'm sorry, but we gonna have to go back look at the bottles again. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's look at the bottles again. Ooh, wait, let's look at that bottle again. Oh my God.
A town that had built its identity around the Crown Royal bottling plant for nearly a century. This wasn't just
Ooh, man, those bottles look nice.
another workplace on the map. It was the engine.
Ooh, look at that design. I'm getting thirsty. Anybody thirsty? Shoot.
That paid mortgages, raised families, and
Wee, that is a sexy bottle. You guys see this? No wonder they had 100 years. Look at it. That's elegance right there. That's elegance.
created generations of stability. Then, almost overnight, the announcement dropped.
Diageo. Did he do it? Did he do it? Sir.
The plant was shutting down, the jobs were gone, and the bottling operations were being moved to the United States. No transition, no gradual wind down. Just a closed door and a severed lifeline.
Amherstburg's largest employer is shutting down. Diageo has announced it will close its Crown Royal bottling plant in the town, a facility that has anchored that community for nearly a century, putting about 160 people out of work.
What makes this hit even harder is that nothing was failing. The whiskey is selling.
Whiskey's always gonna sell, you feel me? That's why I'm here.
The brand is thriving. The demand hasn't disappeared. The opportunity has. The only thing that changed was the reality that Canada is no longer a competitive place to keep a business alive. So now...
Wow. Ooh, that was a good stop right there. Listen. It's sad. From what I heard, I know people who's from Canada and stuff, and they say it's a really good place to be in. And especially with their free healthcare and all that stuff. And their democratic, I guess, views and opinions, if that's true or not, I don't know, right? If you're from there, leave your comments on how you think about, your country and, as far as Canada and how you feel about it, right? It's sad. It's sad that these governments are not pushing for these companies to stay by creating solutions to help, and that's sad.
160 workers are being pushed out, not...
Yikes, 160 workers? It's a lot of mouths.
because they did anything wrong, but because the system around them made staying there impossible. A town that once...
Bro, Trump ain't playing. Woo! Ooh, sorry, wrong button. Meant to say gunshots. Ooh, Trump is not playing. He's pulled out all the... He said lock and load. He's coming for y'all. Golly. Man. Yo. You guys gotta understand the scope of this. You have a country that's been there for 100 years. All because this guy just went in office, said, packed up their bag and said, I gotta go. Yo, that is messed up. But hey, listen, this guy is not playing. Trump is not playing. He's locking and loading and said, I'm coming for y'all. He said, I'm coming for y'all. Listen, when Trump was about to be in office, before he was in office, I knew he was going to be in office. When Biden was elected, I said, this dude is coming back. He's going to be in office. You know what I did? I went and I purchased all my equipment. In case you don't know, I'm not just doing news or whatever, and I'm not doing news. I'm just doing reviews on, like, situations and what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? But I said to myself, since I'm a custom design t-shirt apparel maker. Let me do this. Let me purchase all my equipment now, because the minute this guy comes on, his number one thing was tariff, and more tariff. And I said, yikes. China, all these countries he has grudges on, or he may not seem to have favor with, or may not like him. Yeah, they're gonna get it. Bro, I got all my equipment set and I was ready. Man. Hey, listen, you gotta give him applause, man. He's got that much balls, he can make Crown Royal leave like that. That's been there for centuries. Well, a century? Century's 100 years. 100 years is what? At least, but that's like 10 decades? That's a lot of years. Wow. Let's give him an applause. This dude got some big balls. Let's go.
Took pride in saying we bottle Crown Royal here, now has to watch that legacy leave on the back of a corporate truck.
Crown Royal bottling facility you mentioned near the Detroit-Windsor border in Amherstburg, Ontario, is that community's largest employer. And some are pointing...
What did I tell you? It made sense. They were the largest employer. 100 years, they've been there. They probably were there before the town became even a town. Come on now.
Towards the Trump trade war as a motive for the move.
Crown Royal didn't leave because demand slowed or the brand...
And I gotta say this also. Under the surface, it looks like, oh, they left and it's a big problem. We don't have people working anymore, right? Listen, they were probably the one creating jobs. So, okay, if you're a company, let me pin off to me real quick. Man, it's not supposed to be that long, but anyways, give me a second. Okay, so this is how it looks like under the surface. Excuse me. They're leaving and thousands of people are losing their jobs, right? Now, think about it. Those people worked. When they worked, they took their money and they went to nearby stores, restaurants, markets, paying bills, paying the town taxes, buying houses, doing all that stuff. The fact that that company left meant that the country left a big, significant amount of money that they were helping the people get. So, as this company leaves, guess what? People are going to start to leave the locations to go find job elsewhere, right? As they're going to find job elsewhere, a lot of the stores are going to leave. As the stores are leaving, a lot of the markets are going to leave, right? Grocery markets. As the grocery markets leaving, a lot of the buildings, who knows, may be abandoned. We're hoping these are not the factors, that they actually have something implemented that can help them along so that the people can actually continue, because it'd be sad if this was the staple of the town where and think about it. They would not be talking about this if Diageo or Crown Royal wasn't the staple. When I say staple, it means without it, everything shuts down. Nobody makes money. People are not employed. Mouths are not fed. Stores are starting to lose profit. If they were not the staple, they would not be talking about it, right? So let's get back. Let's find out what's going on. Let's find out what's going on some more.
Faded. It left because Canada has become one of the hardest places in North America to run a business. Energy costs are climbing, taxes keep rising, and companies are forced to navigate layers of paperwork just to stay open. Running a factory here isn't just expensive, it's exhausting. Eventually, the math stopped making sense, and Crown Royal did what every business does when survival is on the line. It chose the environment where it could breathe.
The parent company of Crown Royal says this decision reflects Diageo's efforts to continuously improve its North American supply chain and ensure the company is best positioned for long.
In other words, majority of our customers are here, and we're going to be where our customers are. And you know what's messed up? The fact that they're a lot closer to the customers means that they may drop prices to boost more sales. Because they're there. So, and they may be employing more people in the US to make up for the people in Canada that they dropped. It's sad, but hey, when you're a company, sometimes you gotta make moves that favor you. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Term sustainable growth.
Across the border, the United States has spent the last decade turning itself into a magnet for industry. Lower taxes, faster approvals, fewer regulatory traps, and a clear path to growth. The kind of...
Yikes! Holy moly, you see this? Whoa, 500 plus employees across Canada. Wow. What does that say? 9,700 jobs supported by Diageo. Yikes!
Stability corporations can build long-term decisions around. So when Crown Royal realized it could save millions simply by bottling in the US instead of Ontario, the decision wasn't dramatic, it was inevitable. And this is not a one-company issue, it's a system failure. And once one major brand proves the exit route works, others won't hesitate to follow.
I made it clear to the company that they have a fight on their hands because it was basically reading me a letter with no details, just saying it was a business decision. You have generations of families that have worked there.
When Diageo announced the closure, they didn't call it a pullout or a shutdown. They called it streamlining the supply chain. That's corporate language for something.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to cut to the chase.
Steel Crown Royal. It simply made staying there the smarter move. This is what happens when one country treats business growth like a threat and the other treats it like a national strategy. The border didn't move, the incentives did. And Crown Royal followed the incentives.
This town relies on this company.
In Amherstburg,
That's
the news
sad.
didn't feel like a corporate update. It felt like a loss of heartbeat. The Crown Royal bottling plant wasn't just a job site. It was the rhythm of daily life. Entire families.
And you know what's messed up? It's the government over there that fell because the people were working there. They were doing what they were supposed to. Work, pay taxes, do what they're supposed to. The company was doing what it was supposed to. Produce profit, pay taxes. But when they got overwhelmed, like he said, like it's only so much they can do. And then it's the people that end up the victims because at the end of the day, like there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do.
Families worked there, sometimes across 3 generations. Paychecks from that plant paid for mortgages, college tuition, first cars, and steady lives. It was the kind of work.
And all that fueled and helped that country. But they called a bluff.
Place people believed would always be there. Then, with one announcement, that belief was erased. Workers walked out of the meeting in shock. Some were angry, others were quiet, many were just numb. Not because they didn't understand business, but because they had trusted that their loyalty meant something. They weren't replaced because they failed. They were replaced because a spreadsheet said someone cheaper existed somewhere else.
Is that community's largest employer, and some are pointing towards the Trump trade war as a motive for the move.
Listen, I'm gonna end it right there because you guys can watch the whole video. I gotta get things going. Listen, I don't think these people want to call this a Trump war, because if this is a war, he's winning. This dude he's coming out heavy. He's coming out heavy. Ooh, he's got ammo. He's unloading. Like, this is not a war. This is a devastation. This is a devastation. This is not a Trump war. It's a devastation. If you have a company that's been there for 100 years, a century, it's the staple of the company, and they said, you know, the U.S. is looking nice right now. The war's already won. It's already won. Like, come on. Come on. Come on. The old ways are done with. The new ways is coming in. And, yo, it's sad. These people are going through this. But, man, that is tough. That is tough. That is tough. But, anyways, like, subscribe. Levi Apparel, I'm out. All right. Let's get some more. What time is it? Oh, man. It's 30 already. It's 30 already. So, all right. So, I said to myself, that I would try to do the other side of the studio. So I don't know, my time is, you know what? I may have to end the live. Hey, we've had 70 views. Hey, that's better than usual, right? The other day we had 77, so I appreciate you guys coming in. Again, I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate you. Yeah, so let me just give the update now, and then that way I don't have to do like, that way I don't have to do more updates. All right, so what do we got going on? What do we got going on? All right, so yesterday, my apologies, I was trying to do the live yesterday, and so yesterday I had some car issues, right? Car wasn't on, stuff was happening. I finally got the car on, and now we're in the process of making sure things are all set. Because of that, I had to take some time off so I can take care of that. So because of that, I didn't do the live because there was a lot. I was doing a lot of running back and forth between going to the mechanic, coming back, picking up the kids, and then going back to the mechanic, find out what's going on. So it was way too much. It was way too much. So because of that, I had to chill for a bit, and I did do some videos on Sunday, and based on those videos, I was able to, post something for you guys as far as update. What is going on now? I was able to get the cord for the second camera. So I have camera here, and I have a camera on the other side, right? Let me give myself an applause. Right? So my goal on the other side, I have, what's that thing called? Streamlab. I have Streamlab on the other side of the shop. So when I'm doing live over there, I can use the Streamlab, right? And that's the whole, that's what I'm trying to do. But I tried downloading it, and started giving me issues. I'm about to remove it, and I'm going to put OBS, because obviously I know OBS by now. I've been using it a lot. I know little details, shortcuts, stuff in that. And I'm learning more and more. So I think I'm going to keep the stream OBS on the other side also. And now that I have another camera, I can see how I can put that camera on you know. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Um, my goal is to do a live here and then transition to the other side of the, office studio, um, shed, whatever you want to call it, studio shed, and get you guys going as far as like, doing some more tutorials on shirts and stuff like that. So with all that said, I gotta go. Like, subscribe, Levi Apparel, and hopefully things are going great and I'm able to do that transition. I'm gonna see if I can do that right now with the other laptop I have, and that way I can take the applause stuff and then talk to you guys, do more live on the shirts, so that way I can make the Levi Apparel Whiskey News a reality. All right, so we're doing things, we're moving, we're growing, and also thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I got more coming. This is the month where I do a lot of the custom designs, the DIY stuff, the tutorials. Like I said, next week is the actual time when I'm gonna be doing more tutorials. But as I'm doing the live, I need to be a little bit more precise in my timing. So I'm working on it. But yeah, it's happening. And I appreciate you guys being here. It's 136. So let me get myself ready to go on the other side, see if I can set it up. And then from setting it up, get you guys what you need. So if it's good, I'll be on. It probably won't. Nah, I'm just gonna set it up. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. But yeah, so like and subscribe. Be right back. Peace.